The 1950 United Kingdom halfpenny featuring King George VI may look like just another vintage coin, but beneath its copper surface hides a story of immense historical and financial value. This isn't just a piece of British currency. It's a hidden gem that could transform your life. The coin features the uncrowned portrait of King George VI with the Latin abbreviation IMP, short for Emperor of India, etched along its edge. George VI faces to the left, a standard royal design tradition, but what sets this coin apart is the artistry and rarity that surrounds it. The reverse side showcases the iconic three-masted sailing ship, a symbol of Britain's proud naval history. This detailed ship design, created by Thomas Humphrey Paget, floats majestically above the date 1939, capturing a moment frozen in time, just before World War II changed the world forever. Now here's what makes this coin a fortune in disguise. Due to its low mintage numbers and its production during a tense geopolitical period, very few of these coins were perfectly preserved. Most were circulated heavily or lost to time. But if you're lucky enough to find one in pristine or near mint condition, it could easily be worth thousands, even millions, in the right collector's market. Recently, auctions have recorded extraordinary prices for high-grade versions of this coin. Collectors with deep pockets are willing to spend enormous sums to get their hands on such rare examples. And if your coin contains slight variations, like a misprint, off-center strike, or an unusual patina, then its value could skyrocket even further. Imagine holding this coin, unaware that you're gripping a millionaire's token. That's the kind of surprise the 1939 halfpenny can deliver. It's not just currency, it's a ticket to unimaginable wealth. Too many people make the mistake of selling such treasures at scrap value, not realizing what they truly have. But you, now informed, have the power to change your fortune. If this coin is sitting in an old drawer, tucked away in a forgotten box, or buried in your childhood coin collection, don't spend it at a low price. Hold it, protect it, and get it appraised. You might just wake up the next day as a millionaire. Coins like the 1939 George VI halfpenny aren't just collectibles. They're historical artifacts soaked in legacy and scarcity. The world of numismatics, that is, the study and collection of coins, has exploded in recent years. Rare coin investors are increasingly treating these small metal discs like treasure chests, and their values have surged. Wealthy individuals see them as both a hobby and a stable asset in a turbulent market. That's why your ordinary-looking coin could be worth more than gold. So before you dismiss that dusty old penny, take a closer look. It might just be the most valuable object you've ever owned. The 1957 United Kingdom halfpenny might seem like just another old copper coin at first glance. But what if I told you that this small, forgotten piece of history could be worth a life-changing amount of money today? Yes, we're talking about a coin that was minted in the post-war era during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, when the British Empire was transitioning into the modern Commonwealth. Although millions were produced, only a few have survived in pristine condition, and those that possess unique traits, such as mint errors, uncirculated luster, or unusual variations, can fetch thousands, even millions, in the private collector's market. It's not just the coin's age that makes it special. It's what lies beneath the surface that truly matters. In 1957, the Royal Mint struck these coins primarily for circulation, with most being used for everyday transactions and eventually worn down by decades of handling. However, a select few were set aside, preserved either in mint sets or by private collectors who knew their future value could skyrocket. These specimens, especially those graded as brilliant uncirculated or proof-like, are now some of the most sought after by numismatists. If your 1957 halfpenny is in mint state condition, meaning no scratches, full luster, and sharp detailing, you could be holding onto a hidden treasure worth tens of thousands at auction. But what sends collectors into a frenzy is the rare possibility of a minting error. A double strike, an off-center stamp, or even a missing date can instantly turn an ordinary 1957 halfpenny into a legendary piece. Some of these error coins are so scarce that only one or two are known to exist globally. In the right auction, with the right buyers, such a specimen could spark bidding wars that send its price soaring into 6 or 7 figures. There have already been whispers in the coin collecting world about private sales reaching over $1 million for one-of-a-kind error coins from the 1950s era, and the 1957 halfpenny is at the center of that buzz. It's crucial to remember that not all coins are equal. The condition, rarity, provenance, and uniqueness of your 1957 halfpenny all play a role in determining its market value. That's why you should never spend it without checking. Don't trade it in at face value. Don't leave it in a dusty drawer. Instead, examine it closely, or better yet, have it professionally graded by an expert service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate it, grade its condition, and might even certify a rare variety you didn't know you had. Imagine the shock of discovering that a small coin you've had since childhood or one passed down by a grandparent is worth more than a house today. This is not just about a coin. It's about being aware of what you possess. Coins like the 1957 halfpenny remind us that treasures don't always come in gold or diamonds. Sometimes they're made of bronze and hide in plain sight. So, the next time you come across one of these vintage UK coins, don't ignore it. It could be your lucky ticket. It could be the coin that changes your life overnight. Hold on to it, study it. And if you think you've got something special, seek out a reputable dealer or auction house. You never know. What's in your hand might just be worth a fortune. When it comes to hidden treasures in your coin jar, the 1958 United Kingdom halfpenny is one of those coins that might appear common at first glance, but dig a little deeper and you'll find a story rich in value, rarity, and history. Minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, the 1958 halfpenny features the classic image of Britannia seated beside a shield, holding a trident, a symbol of British naval strength and tradition. On the obverse, the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II marks the early years of her reign. While millions of these coins were produced for circulation, what sets certain 1958 halfpennies apart are the rare variants and pristine condition specimens that have become extremely valuable in today's collector's market. Over the decades, most of these halfpennies were spent, lost, or damaged, making perfectly preserved examples much harder to come by. If you happen to own a 1958 halfpenny in uncirculated or proof-like condition, with crisp edges, deep shine, and no scratches, you could be holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. What's even more exciting is that a handful of rare errors, such as off-center strikes, misaligned dies, or double-struck mintings, can dramatically increase the coin's value. Some of these error coins have fetched eye-watering prices at auctions, as passionate numismatists are willing to pay a premium for truly unique pieces. The real shock comes when one of these rare 1,958 coins surfaces with exceptional features or minting flaws. Then, its price can skyrocket. In recent years, select coins have sold privately for thousands of pounds, especially those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. These coins, if preserved in mint state or higher, are considered true investment-grade collectibles. They're not just currency anymore. They're historical artifacts and valuable assets. Collectors all over the world are always on the hunt for rare British pre-decimal coins, and this specific issue has steadily climbed the ranks due to its limited surviving numbers in excellent condition. So, before you dismiss that tiny old coin in your drawer as worthless, take a close look. If it's a 1958 UK halfpenny, especially one in beautiful condition or with a mint error, you could be unknowingly holding a fortune. Coins like these can transform overnight from forgotten change into a collector's dream. The smart move is never to spend it cheaply, because its value could multiply beyond your imagination. Instead, have it professionally appraised, consider getting it graded, and explore listing it through a coin dealer or auction house. You just might find yourself suddenly wealthier, all thanks to one small but mighty halfpenny.